Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pay-Per-View Breakdown. My name is João Basilio, and today we are breaking down one of the big four for WWE. That's right, we are going to break down Survivor Series, this amazing pay-per-view that's not really pay-per-view because it's free on the WWE network, which is free during the month of November. So, it's about to end, so jump on that if you haven't, because it's a really good deal. And it's free for everyone, so if they get pay-per-view buys, that's some really dumb people. Well, there's a lot of suckers in the world. We have not a lot of matches lined up, actually. This is kind of surprising for a pay-per-view that's going to be free, and it's an opportunity to show to those who haven't really seen the network what WWE pay-per-views are about. And they keep saying, oh, pay-per-views are something you have to experience and such and such. I thought this would be a stronger card, but then again, it is free, so of course they're not going to give out everything. I mean, come on. The champ's it's not in here. Brock's not in here, so why bother? But anyway, we have a few matches to break down, so let's get to it. Let's start with the kickoff, which I think I've seen somewhere. It's going to be 1 hour. Paul Heyman's in the panel, and Bad News Barrett, but I don't think that will get me through an hour of kickoff. I mean, God. Especially not with this match. The new Fandango with Rosa Mendes against supposedly someone. God damn it. They're trying to repackage Fandango, but not really. So they're saying, oh, here's Fandango. It's the same character, but with a new twist and a new valet. Fine by me. You want to give a pre-show match to what you essentially branded out in the last few months as a jobber. Was he even on in the last few months? I can't even remember. If you're gonna give this guy a brand new look or something, but he's more than buried, so there's no point to it. He could just show up on Raw, and the commentators could say, "Oh, here's Fandango with a new focus and such and such." And yeah, and Rosa Mendes, which I'm a big fan of Rosa. I mean, come on, look at them titties. But anyway, it's going to be an exciting kickoff match, I'm sure. So be sure to watch it on the YouTubes. Anyway, moving on to a match that can even be more relevant than a Fandango match. The Divas title will be on the line as AJ Lee defends against Nikki Bella, with probably Brie Bella on her corner. That stipulation is coming up at Survivor Series. I don't think it's been an actual month, 30 days or 31, depends on how you want to look at it. It's going to be from one pay-per-view to the other. I think the idea here is having Brie screw Nikki and go, oh, I'm no longer under your control, or actually having Nikki take the title and then have a sister versus sister feud. I've heard the rumors that AJ is about to leave in the next pay-per-view or two. Maybe you don't want to turn this into a three-way and get that rematch clause resolved so she can go. I don't really think she's going to go. I hope not, because the Divas division would lose a lot by losing AJ. Unless someone else is coming up, and even then, it wouldn't cover the hole that would be left by Miss AJ Lee. I'm gonna say we might see Nikki take it, because WWE loves this Nikki versus Brie rivalry. So I actually think we might have a new Divas champion, and then we'll have another Nikki versus Brie storyline. Not that the last one is over, it's just a continuation, but god damn it, they just won't end our suffering, won't they? God damn it. Anyway, moving on. Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt. Now, don't get me wrong, loving Dean Ambrose. I mean, come on, it's Dean fucking Ambrose. And, Bray Wyatt. He's had some cool feuds with Cena, with Jericho, and he's creepy and people like it, and they use the cell phones to do the light thing. Um, Here's the thing with this match. I like these two guys, and I think these two should be getting their career enhancing feuds. So one day, hopefully in a year, maybe two, we can see them as future stars, new main eventers, real stars for the WWE. And they need to be in feuds. So good job. You put two guys that need to be in feuds with each other. That's great multitasking. Thing is, they should be in feuds not with each other, but with people they can beat. So in here, someone's got to lose. And I don't want Dean Ambrose to lose. And honestly, come on. Wyatt was against Cena, was against Jericho. What would be the point in having him lose against Dean Ambrose now? If one loses, it will make him look like an enhancement talent, not an actual jobber, but more like, oh, he's just a stepping stone in the mid card. And I don't like that, and I don't want any of that for either of them. As for a winner, I speculate Ambrose might get the first victory, because we know this isn't going to end like this, because Wyatt feuds usually go for 2 or 3 pay-per-views, so we might get Ambrose with the first win, Bray with the second, and then a resolution at the Royal Rumble, maybe, because neither of them are going to win the Rumble, so might as well have them have a match. Or maybe Bray will win, but I don't really see that happening. I'm rooting for Dean Ambrose on this one, and I don't doubt it will be a great match, but it's not the match either of them should be in. These guys should be in feuds with the Sheamuses and the Cesaros of this life, and really further their careers down. I'm not saying I wouldn't love to see this like in a year or so, but right now it's rushed. It's really rushed, and it's too bad, because this could have been something special a year later when these guys are really getting bigger and bigger. And they are big. Dean Ambrose is the number 2 babyface in the company, and Bray Wyatt is all around loved by the fans. But it can always be bigger. It's the WWE after all. Next up, a fatal 4-way for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Golden Stardust defend against the Usos, Los Matadores, and Mizdow and Miz. When did the Matadors become credible number 1 contenders? Because I don't remember that. Because I usually see them being goofy and playing around with the bull, and Hornswoggle. So I don't know where the credibility came from. So, well, they're here. They are here. The Usos are. I think I said this in pay-per-view breakdown, but I look at the Usos as the John Cena of the tag team division. They're the champions that don't really need the championships because they're the most touted team. And Golden Stardust people might like them a bit more, but the Usos are the centerpiece of the tag team division. And Mizdow and Miz, I think they're using these two, and by these two I mean Mizdow and his talent, to cover up holes everywhere. So if the mid card needs a number 1 contender for a title, there's Miz, and of course there's Mizdow, who's the real show. Tag team titles need another team to make it a fatal 4-way. There's Miz and Mizdow with his talent. So I don't really see the Matadors winning. I don't see Mizdow and Miz winning, but that would be freaking amazing, and I would love to see that, because Mizdow, that would be amazing. And I think now that I'm saying it, I might see a storyline down the line if Mizdow and Miz win, with the thing that Miz is a single entity. Miz Dow's just the stunt double. So in essence, Miz won the tag team titles by himself, and maybe have Miz Dow carry two replicas of the tag team titles. So I'd like to see that, but I don't really see Gold and Stardust really losing this match. However, and I putting this down as the opener as the opener for this pay per view or free per view. I think it's going to be a good match. All the teams in there are great workers, and Miz can do something funny because he's the Miz, and Miz Dow will do it even better. Um, I think we might have something good here, and I hope it's a good match. And usually tag team matches are good. They follow a certain routine, we know, but in pay-per-views they manage to pull something off. And to a match that nobody even cares about. I don't even know if they publicize this thing. Divas Survivor Series elimination match. Alicia Fox, Emma, Naomi, and Natalia versus Paige, Cameron, Layla, and Summer Rae. Who gives a flying fuck about this thing? Nobody. This has no backstory. This is just, oh, the guys have the match, let's have the girls have the match. Nothing against them, but they're being put in a position of wait, oh, this is our P break. All right, and that's the divas. That's the divas, and I know I can turn into other channels to watch better female wrestling, and do I have to pick a winner here? I think the winner, the face team, I guess. It's the divas. Too bad we don't care. We should, but WWE doesn't give us a reason to, and that sucks. It's not because of us, it's because of them. And finally, we come to the main event. Team Cena, which is composed of John Cena, Ziggler, Big Show, Eric Rowan, and Ryback, versus Team Authority, composed of Rollins, Kane, Mark Henry, Rusev, and Luke Harper. Kind of feels out of place having Rowan and Harper on these teams, especially out of nowhere in separate teams. Luke Harper winning against Ziggler, I'll address that right now. I actually like that. I'm a huge Ziggler mark, and I thoroughly enjoyed that because if you watch that Raw, if you didn't just read the results, Luke Harper, to win that title, had to have three other people basically assault Ziggler before the match started, and even then, the match was close. So this was actually a career-enhancing defeat for Ziggler that actually helped them. It got him off the Intercontinental Championship in a screwy way, so maybe someday he can go back to it. And essentially said, to defeat Dolph Ziggler, we needed all of this. All of these guys just to put Ziggler down for a 3 count. That's huge. That's making the crowd see, oh, Ziggler's actually hard to beat, and he's so good. We need 4 guys to put him down. That's something, and I like it. I really like it. Now, still on the teams, I really didn't think Ryback would join one of these teams, and I was actually hoping that instead of Rowan and Ryback, we would see a tag team. Seeing as they're all in the tag team championship match, I understand why Ryback's in, although I really thought he would stick with the Team Ryback thing. Eric Rowan and Harper in different teams, that's interesting. I don't really see why and how this Eric Rowan turn happened, but I'm willing to see it go through. I want to see what happens. I'm curious. They got my interest. I really want to see what they do with him, because we know he's a bit limited in what they can do, and it's not like you're gonna put a microphone in his hand and he's gonna do a 5-minute promo, because he does single word promos. So I want to see what happens. I'm really curious. As for a winner, let's not forget about the stipulations. There's now two of them. If Team Cena wins, the Authority is out of power. If Team Authority wins, Ziggler, Big Show, Eric Rowan, and Ryback are fired. Now that little curveball got put in place by Triple H on SmackDown, and it kind of threw me on a loop. Because you see, I really was hoping, and I was expecting Team Authority to win. And now, if the Authority wins, 4 guys get fired. That seems unlikely. It's more unlikely than having the Authority run out of power. But it's the WWE. These guys will probably be off TV like 1-2 weeks before they make an amazing comeback. Oh wait, that's Cena that does that. Here's what I'm expecting. I'm giving Team Authority the win, and Triple H might really just go and you're fired and stuff. Or he might give them an opportunity to fight for their jobs, or he might make a rematch of this match again just to humiliate them, and they somehow win, or a new authority comes in, not to overrule the current authority, but the guy who put the stipulation in place, Vince McMahon. He can come back and go like, yeah, I know you're the authority around here, but you're not gonna fire 4 guys. You're not gonna fire a former Intercontinental Champion. You're not gonna fire a former WWE Heavyweight Champion. You're not gonna fire 2 up-and-comers. And we might start our little power struggle between Vince McMahon and Triple H right now, and build that up to WrestleMania. That would be really, 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 really interesting. And it's about time we see that, really. Because, next month we have TLC. And in January, that's the Royal Rumble. It's the start of the road to WrestleMania. So if this storyline needs to get put in place, it's right now. So that might actually happen. But that's the pay-per-view, broken down, match by match. What do you guys think? What do you expect for each match? Do you expect more matches to be put in place? I personally think we might even see a debut, a re-debut. The New Day, guys, Kofi, Xavier Woods, and Big E. We might see them show up here. And that would be pretty interesting because I want to see how that is going to unfold. But other than that, I expect more matches because I know the Survivor Series elimination match can take quite a while, but I mean, there's not enough matches for a full card, so I expect a couple more matches, and so should you. So tell me what you think about my opinion. Give your opinion, and I'll be sure to read it. And that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to follow me, you can do so on Facebook by following facebook.com/SmartDownOfficial. It's my official page for my channel, SmartDown. It's in Portuguese, but I try to post a few things in English. But if you want, shoot me a message. You can ask me anything. And thank you very much for the support of Is Wrestling News. The guys there are making me are really financing the production of this show, so thank you very much to them. So be sure to check them out at iswrestlingnews.blogspot.pt. It's a hybrid news website. You can see news in English and Portuguese, so it's fun for everyone. So be sure to check it out. And that's it for me. Next up, we have TLC, which is always fun. Happy Thanksgiving to the guys who are having Thanksgiving. Not my case, but, till the next time. Catch you later.